So, Michael, welcome to Sydney.
Thank you.
You've come here for a conference, and you're one of the world's leading experts on depression. And we're here today to talk about depression. You've had 30 years experience in the field, you've written numerous books on the subject. What's your view of the way depression is predominantly treated at the moment?
Well, right now there's a very heavy emphasis on the use of antidepressant medications, and that has been the predominant and growing form of treatment now for the last decade, really almost 2 decades now, but especially in the last decade. And there are some disadvantages that go along with the use of antidepressants that are becoming more and more well known. The fact that it is the most popular form of treatment is a fact. I think that psychotherapy is emerging, re-emerging really, as a vitally important part of the treatment process.
So what can psychotherapy do to help people with depression?
The psychotherapy side of the equation is critically important for a number of reasons. One of the things that we know about people prone to depression is that they're lacking typically specific skills in any of a number of domains. And so when we look at how the drugs can't teach people the most salient skills they need, drugs can't teach you to be a better problem solver, drugs can't teach you to build a support network, they can't improve your social skills, they can't teach you to be better at interpreting the meanings of life experiences. These are the skills that you can learn in psychotherapy. So when you look at the various forms of treatment that are available, that are very highly successful, all of them without exception emphasize learning specific skills that can really make a difference.
And you've written a book called Depression is Contagious. What do you mean by depression is contagious?
Well, first of all, let's address the biological side of the equation. There is the biology of depression, and genetics matters, epigenetics matters, biochemistry matters. There are drugs you can take where depression will be a predictable side effect. There are diseases you can have where depression will be a predictable consequence. Biology matters, but it's been made out to be the whole package when in reality it's a smaller part of the pie. Yeah. The second domain is the individual psychology, this person's coping skills, problem-solving skills, the way they interpret the things that happen in life. And that, of course, has received a great deal of attention from psychologists. But the third domain is the social domain, and that's really what I wanted to draw people's attention to with this book. That when we look at the risk factors for depression, the things that make people vulnerable to depression, so many of them are socially acquired.
I think every therapist should own this book, and certainly anyone who's dealing with depression.
I won't disagree with that.
And virtually everyone who knows someone or has suffered themselves, I think, can read this book. I certainly give it to my clients.
It's very practical. There are so many skill-building exercises, things to really practice so that you develop the skills that can help insulate you against depression. So I hope it will be helpful to people.